Welcome back. Students of government primary school at Camrabhat in Taleigao were overjoyed after looking at their new school building. Their school building had collapsed a year back. Government has now rebuilt the new high-tech building for the students under the GSIDC. Government is in process of upgrading nearly 950 government primary schools on these lines. Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar inaugurated the new school building, which will be taken as the pilot project for government primary schools.
Look at this. You will be surprised, won't believe. But yes, it's a government school building, a modern-day state-of-art school building in Camrabhat, Taleigao. This newly constructed building of the school has a built-up area of more than 400 square meters. The structure has a provision for adding a floor above. It consists of 4 classrooms, staff rooms, office, library, computer rooms and toilets. Building also consists of breakout area, CCTVs in every classroom, ceramic chalkboards, and detachable desk and chairs. The total project has cost almost 80 lakh rupees.
सरकार सुद्धा अनेक गजाली करता असताना जशो लुसोफोनियाचे 4 पैसे मोडटा तशे बारीक समाजाक किंवा सर्वसामान्य मनशाक कॉमन नागरिक लागणाऱ्यो गजाली करता हे हांव लक्षात हाडून दिवंक सोदतां. ही शाळा ताचेर रेकॉर्ड करची की ही शाळा म्हज्या जाग्यार आसा, ज्या जाग्यार भुरग्यांक बरी सुविधा मेळनासली, मोडक्या शहर आशिल्ली 80 लाखाची शाळा 7-8 म्हयन्या भितर बांदली. सरकार जाय जाल्यार कितें करूंक शकता जे एक एविडन्स आसा.
On 14 January 2013, the roof of old government primary school building over here had collapsed. Fortunately, none was injured as the incident had occurred off school hours. Education Department got the new building constructed through the Goa State Infrastructure Development Corporation. While speaking on the occasion, local BJP leader Datta Prasad Naik requested the Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar to take up the long-pending IT Park project at Donapaula.
IT Park एक जे हांगा जावपाचें तें जावना कांय कारणांक लागून त्या IT पार्काक लागून आमच्या ताळगांवच्या खुबशा भुरग्यांक नोकऱ्यो ज्यो मेळपाच्यो त्यो मेळूंक ना. हांव आयच्या दिसा भाई कडेन मागता की IT पार्काचो प्रोजेक्ट आपले विजन यूज करून जाता तितको बेगीन कंप्लीट करचो आनी ताजो सगळ्यांचो फायदो आमच्या ताळगांवच्या लोकांक जावचो.
GSIDC has taken up the job of repairs and upgradation of about 950 such government schools across the state. This includes 75 high schools, 6 higher secondaries and other government primary schools. The GSIDC is likely to complete 115 schools by the first week of March and is targeting nearly 200 schools by March end. Reporter Mahesh Ghadi with senior video journalist Tulsidas Chari for Prudent.
8 leopards have died in last almost 1 year across the state. Most of them lost it when they attempted to enter human localities. Another leopard was found dead at Taleigao in Fone. Locals found the carcass on a hillock. People say the wildcat might have fallen from a height and died, but the injuries on leopard's body hint at a different story. Forest officers are also unable to reply, but the fact remains. One more leopard has disappeared from Goan forests.
Center for Wildlife Studies, after an initial tracking with the camera traps for almost 6 months, had submitted its report on fauna in Madai, Netravadi and Taleigao wildlife sanctuaries. Goa's wildlife sanctuaries have almost 22 different types of wild animals, majorly being foxes, bears and leopards. But now, one by one, the population of leopards is on decline as many of them are losing lives nearby human localities in suspicious circumstances. Most of the leopards have died after getting stuck in the cable traps laid for wild animals. One more leopard was found dead on Taleigao hillock. Rajesh Gaonkar, a local who had gone to release the water from the reservoir, discovered the carcass of the wild cat. Petrified Gaonkar rushed back to village and informed locals, and the villagers gathered at the scene.
दोन मोर असे गेले आणि म्हजी नजर वाघा कडेन गेली म्हणजे हांव धांवन घरा कडेन पावलो
इतल्या सुमारे
3:30 सुमार आतां सांजचो 3:30 सुमार आणि म्हजी नजर सामकी पयलीं फुडें हांव सामको घरा कडेन पावलो
पण मेल्लो आसलो तो
हांवें सामको असो फुड्यावूय पळोवना वयसल्यान पळयलो आनी हांव सामको हें जालो आनी घरा कडेन पावलो.
The leopard might have fallen from height and later died. This is what villagers suspect, but the injuries on leopard's body hint at something else. Even forest officers are not in a position to give a clear-cut interference on the incident. They are awaiting post-mortem report.
ते फार बीन लागला अशें म्हणून म्हणटा थोडे म्हणटा पडोन मेला म्हणटा
पण कांय कळना सध्या पळयल्या उपरांत कळटलें ना सारकें पोस्टमॉर्टम केल्या उपरांत कळटलें.
8 leopards have died in the last almost 1 year. Some in forest areas while some in and nearing human localities. Recently 2 leopards had died at Morle and Brahmakarmari after getting stuck in the traps laid for wild boars. Just 3 months back, a leopardess and her 2 cubs died after getting strangulated in the trap laid for wild animals at Kankon Gaudongri. 2 leopards lost life at Ponda Adulsha and Shirjire, and latest one is the victim at Pori Ponda. The population of wild boars, gores, bears and leopard is rising in Goan wildlife sanctuaries. They are frequenting the human localities, damaging and destroying crops and killing animals. People, as a safety for their cattle and crop, lay deadly traps, but with wild boars, leopards too are losing lives in these traps. But forest officials have no solution for this human-wildlife conflict other than laying cage traps or watch them dying. With Bureau Inputs, Vivek Prabhu from Bori for Prudent.
Finally, the dream of Mapshakars has realized. The new Grand Fish Market Complex was inaugurated at Mapsa Municipal Market on Republic Day. Local MLA and Urban Development Minister Francis D'Souza said market is exclusive for fish trade and it is the vendor's responsibility to maintain hygiene. Chief Minister Parrikar was more vocal on his government's success in erecting Lusophonia Games infrastructure.
The much-awaited Mapsa Municipal Fish Market is open for Mapshakars. Complex has cost almost 9.5 crores. The state-of-the-art market complex was inaugurated at the hands of Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar. He slammed the critics for not appreciating his government's success in getting the Lusophonia Games infrastructure ready in stipulated time frame.
जे कितें केलां पळय तें खूब जाणांक दिसती पडना कारण फाटल्या दिसांनी पेपराचेर येतालें वी गोवा मीट द डेडलायन ऑफ लुसोफोनिया. आतां हांव आयज एका पेपराचेर वाचतालो खंय तरी कितें बारीक जालें ताजेर बातमी बरयल्या पण अनेक पेपरांनी बातमी येयल्ली की लुसोफोनियाची डेडलायन गोंय सरकाराक कशीच करपाक येवची ना. आतां जांच्यांनी कोणें बरयल्लें तें त्या मनशांनी खरें म्हणजे आतां परतें बरोवपाची गरज आशिल्ली की ना बाबा हांच्यांनी वर्ल्ड क्लास स्टँडर्डाचे इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर 10 ते 11 म्हयन्या भितर तयार केलें.
Urban Development Minister Francis D'Souza appealed fish vendors to maintain the new complex clean and hygienic.
जाल्यार ते भशेन तो सांबाळपाक जाय, स्वच्छता ती दवरपाक जाय. हितून कोणें करपाक जाय काम चड नुस्तें विकतल्यांनी चड करपाक जाय, घाण करपाक जायना. ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट कन्वर्टर समोर बसयल्लो आहा. ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट कन्वर्टर घाणीची नुस्तें उरता पळय बोडकाम आसा सगळें थंय घालपाची जागा केल्ली आहा. हांगासर सुंदरसर प्लॅटफॉर्मां केल्ली आहा नुस्तें कापपाक दोनी सायडीन हांगासर आनी हांगासर आहा. कोल्ड स्टोरेज आहा, कॅन्टीन आहा, जेलाचे जागे आहा, जेल विकपाचे जागे आहा. हे सगळी सुविधा हांगासर आहा.
Almost all MLAs and ministers representing constituencies across the Bardesh Taluka were present for the inaugural. Finally, Mapshakars have this state-of-art complex. Shyam Sundar Fatte for Prudent.
Let's take a short break. Stay tuned.